What's up, everyone? Welcome to Texas. We have a great game today between the United States playing in the color red in the south of the map. We have a very well-known DE abuser. Is he a DE abuser or is he a DE expert? I'm not really sure. Either way, the games when you're watching are pretty entertaining. When you're going against him, they are pretty frustrating. So we're gonna watch his opening here as he's getting his villagers on food. A couple are going over to wood as well, so that tells me that of course he's gonna be building a trade post, but that he's also gonna be building a house. So not going for the 10-10 opening, but let's take a look at his opponent up in the north in the color blue. Playing as the French is Grogu, and he is also opening with a trade post. And he is indeed going 12-10. No villagers on wood at this time, and I don't think he saw any wood treasures to allow him to get that house up. So it's going to be a 12-10 for French. His scout is on the other side of the map, finding a nice 100 food treasure over here. And his explorer might be making his way over there, but it's a pretty hefty treasure. Tough to get. 3 cougars guarding that one. He is going to come upon this Cherokee rifleman that he might try to get, though. Meanwhile, the United States, the American general, going for a 60 XP treasure, which is going to help out that American shipment progression, which is already so good because of the extra books that they start with, the extra XP crate. And he's already got Chinese immigrants coming in, which is something you don't often see on a map, or at least maybe on in a situation where his opponent already has a trade post. So he's still going to be able to get 3. And I guess, it's hard to go wrong with Chinese immigrants, because even with native TPs, you can get a couple of those. There's 2 on each side, so he can, if he's going for the Highlanders, he can still get a good number of them without any concern. So the second and third trade post rickshaws are out on the map, and he's going to be getting those TPs in no time. Also, coming in already is capitalism before the 220 mark, so very quick regression on these shipments. And yeah, he looks like he's gonna probably go for a 13-ville age up. It would be my guess, and I would also guess that he's gonna be going for the Scottish immigrants, the Highlanders. He does have German immigrants in deck as well. He's got Advanced Saloon, which goes with the Scottish immigrants card very often. And then he has a pretty balanced late game deck as well, so he has a lot of options, which United States is well known for having many options, many different types of game plans that they can go for. And Grogu having a little trouble here, even with the 2 scouts. He hasn't found his second hunt, and that CDB is in the middle of nowhere. That is a little bit frustrating, and he does find that second hunt all the way up against the back edge of the map. A little bit frustrating for sure, but that will build a market and then head over to a tree most likely. And he is going to be picking up that 100 food treasure after getting that rifleman, so finally getting some value there, getting over to that treasure. My guess would be, okay, hunting dogs, probably placer mines after that, the house as well. And I'm curious what Grogu's approach to this game is going to be, because he knows the 3 TPs are up. He knows there's the potential for the Highlander timing, and it's just, you got to make a decision, and hopefully it works out. The CDBs are very good to help defend against Highlanders. They have that 40% range resist, so there's that little benefit of the Civ selection here. And he is sending a villager forward, so this is telling me potentially a forward barracks. Going 700 wood first, which you don't see that often nowadays as French, because the 4 CDB is such a good card. So that forward barracks is telling me pikemen opening, maybe 5 pike, try to slowly siege down the TPs, although they have that extra HP because of Chinese immigrants. So that's going to be a little bit frustrating as well. 80 food going to be picked up. That's nice. And I think he's also trying to get steel traps. He's had, well, just 1 CDB on coin, so he's going to try to time that probably with the 700 wood. And I wonder if he's going to drop a second barracks. Okay, the 4 CDB now following that 700 wood. That's good. Be able to get that. Might even drop a church as well. So lots of wood that he has choices to make what to do with. I'm sure steel traps is going to be coming in any second. There it is. All right, let's go over to the United States since they're progressing along as well. They have the stable, the speakeasy here, the saloon. Herding in some hunts. So far, we have advanced saloon as well as capitalism. And that TP is under siege. And we do have a Minutemen call. And these guys, of course, they don't deplete all the way down like most Minutemen. They go down to 50% HP. So still retain some value there as they have their walk across the map. And they might just be able to save this trade post. They might just be able to, as we see Philadelphia Convention coming in right now. Oh, wow. He went for 2 batches of pikemen here. Grogu. I don't know, man. Oh, and now they're fighting the Explorer. The Minutemen are here. They're nearly one-shotting the pikemen. But he's just tanking this and fighting. I'm very surprised he's sacrificing this amount of pikemen to try to get this trade post. It seems a little bit questionable to me. He's probably going to get it. The crossbow are going to pop soon. And should be able to take out these Minutemen. The Explorer as well. So this trade post will go down. But it's pretty costly to achieve that. Especially when the United States just had to spend 150 food and coin to push this back. And this single Huss. No, I mean there's 2 pikemen here. If there was only one, I think that one Huss might be able to take that entire fight, but that second pike remaining was actually really important. Oh, and oh my gosh, look at this. So the Arkansas Post was the next card after Philadelphia Convention, and he's getting Pennsylvania Pound now, so he can drop another saloon, 2 more saloons here. And what's he gonna do with this? He can drop another church, I believe. Yeah. Or he can put a trade post, but he can also levy that from another existing TP. Oh, but he's going to take this. What is this? Is this Cree? Apache. Okay. So more Huss coming out. And I think maybe... No, Highlanders is not yet an option. He does not have enough coin. The one Huss, the single Huss, does go down. But 4 additional Huss going in now as the H-up is coming in for Grogu. The CDB are going to be here to help defend this. The 2 pike down to 1, and now that last one is gone. Native Scout going down as well, and the Explorer, but tanking for quite a while. CDB don't want to fight this in melee because they only have that range resist. He's going to lose at least one of them, but he should be able to hold this, and yeah, he'll be just fine. Does lose 1 CDB for basically 4 Huss, so not a terrible trade. So let's kind of see where we're at. Okay, so... Grogu has a barracks, he has a church, he's now queuing up musketeers. 3 more Huss coming in, or is that just 2 more? Yeah, 2 more freshly trained Huss. That last one, pretty low HP, and I don't think they're going to get too much done. Explorer, again, snaring, but he's going to die as well. So, yeah, oh, they might even get another CDB in the back here. It's always tough when you have that one herding CDB or villager that you forget about, and they are out on the edge of the base and unprotected. So that's exactly what happened there. Scottish immigrants, looks like he's trying to queue it up. He needs to sell some food. Does he even have a market though? I don't think United States has a market. He does not, so he has to wait. But he's gonna get that now. The Huss going in again for another raid. So far not getting anything. Oh, and the Dragoons from the Age Up. Oh wow, he already got a shipment in from the Age Up. Kind of missed that Fortress Age Up timing, but it was over 40 seconds ago since that shipment has already arrived. Oh, and that TP did go up from the levy at the other trade post. So another 3,500 HP TP being sieged down here. So it's a bit frustrating. And interesting composition that we have at this point. So do we have any Hussar remaining? Okay, we do. We have 4 going in for a raid while that TP is being sieged. Just another frustrating part about playing against the United States is that those TPs have so much HP. If you do want to take them out, which you really do want to accomplish that at some point in some way, it occupies your army for such a long time. So it's hard to deal with raids in the meantime. The Highlanders are coming. Let's see how many. I think he's gonna have 8. Is that only 8? Got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 Highlanders. Still a very good H2 shipment with their 400 HP and 63 range attack. It never ceases to amaze me just how crazy of an H2 shipment that is and how strong these guys are in general. Another batch of Huss, and we have Owl Hoots also being trained as the Virginia General Assembly is making its way out for most likely a fast age up option. Though he is kind of far away from the resources that he needs. Queuing up more Huss, and maybe he'll cancel these units. I don't think he will. He still has another shipment available, which is just ridiculous. What does he want to use here? This is kind of a weird situation for him because, oh man, and putting that capital so far forward, but it's got 5,000 HP. It can tank a while, buy more time. And this army's just looking a little bit light on the anti-cav, especially knowing from our perspective just how many Hussar are here. 13 of them. The capital is being sieged. He hasn't queued up a free upgrade there yet, but I think he's going to collapse on the army. And there's another Minutemen call. Yeah, the collapse is coming. Let's take a look from Grogu's perspective. He sees the Huss on each side. Halbs are joining. A good drag box to get the Falcons in a safer position, and really doing a great job microing those Falcons and keeping them alive. They're not taking much damage so far, getting some good shots off. Huss starting to get in there. First Falc does go down. Halbs are really helping out here, but another surround from more Hussar, and that Falc finally does go down. The Minutemen, the Highlanders, of course, are here taking out these Halbs pretty quickly, and the French army is completely wiped with a good amount of units still remaining for the United States. 5 Highlanders, so only 3 of them went down, and all 6 Minutemen still alive as well. And I mean, you know, pretty severely damaged batch of 6 or band of 6 Huss going out for a raid, and not quite seeing these curs going through in the same direction. But yeah, this is very interesting because the United States has 2 shipments available. They want to get to the next stage as the Highlanders are pushing in here and getting snared by a Halb, but I think these skirm are a little bit too close. They might end up all dying here as these Highlanders and Minutemen push forward. Here, yeah, Hussar getting a raid, getting at least 2 CDB there. And this fight is going to be forced. There's nothing that French can really do here. He has to take this fight. Minutemen are called. There's a few Dragoons here, but not enough. CDB are the ones fighting here. Taking out the Highlanders. Actually, all of them finally down. I just did see Cowboys being trained. So these in the opponent's base, these curs they're a little bit idle now, but getting caught by the Cowboys. So I'm not sure if they were able to get value, but they are going to go down. And the Cowboys are going to be roaming the map now with their high speed and pretty low cost. Now we have Frontier Defenses coming in. That is an infinite card, so he can, I mean, he's got, this is 3 shipments available, the first one finally coming, and he can spam those all over the map if he really wants to. And then he can even get the free upgrade that he hasn't got one yet. He can get that to give more HP to all buildings, so that could be an option. I could foresee that potentially, especially with his playstyle, knowing his playstyle. So 27 CDB. I feel like that's an okay number. Like, you know, obviously he did lose some, and good placement on the outpost behind the capital, making it more difficult to siege, especially as they're going up. So these skirm are going to have to back up in just a little while. They are getting some more value here. Maybe sniping a Vil? Nope. Yeah, not going to get that Vil, so they're going to have to back up. And that state capital should be pretty safe. Just a batch of a single skirmisher, 3 Dragoons. The French economy is in shambles. Completely in shambles. 0 villagers on food at the moment. Grogu is trying to piece things back together after some pretty good raids from the United States and some pretty well-timed pushes as well on the economy. So, okay, he's finally resetting his villagers, and we'll see he's got another shipment coming in. We'll see what that's going to be. It's going to be 1k coin to try to get some good batches from both military buildings. Well, against the United States, sometimes it just feels like skirm goon composition is not all that effective because how much sieging you often have to do. So we do have 1 TP down from the US. The second one is burning right now. So Grogu is getting some things done, some things accomplished. Oh, we did see a very quick age up from the United States. I didn't even catch that. He did go, it must have went with, I believe it's knighthood for the fast age up. And he is shipping French Canadians, which is the Napoleon guns, and he can make them from the saloons after that, and a fort wagon. Yeah, so I think the United States has a bit more map control. Ooh, an outpost going up for Grogu on this mine to keep it a little bit safer. Yeah, okay, 32 villagers. That's actually, you know, quite a bit for the Americans, considering that they don't have any villager shipments. And okay, I guess French is pretty much right there. Well, when you have to consider the trickles though. So we do have capitalism. We do have a Pennsylvania pound, which is a 2.5 coin trickle. And we do have 3 saloons, which is basically 3 villagers. So a lot of extra hidden economy there for the United States. And another raid going on with these Hussar, and again sieging these TPs. And this one went up. This, I mean, from the levy, from the remaining TP brought. I was wondering if he was going to do that, and he ended up getting it done. Ooh, almost blocking. Grogu trying to save a CDB there, but not able to. As these Hussar finally pushed back again, but I'm sure there's going to be another batch of cavalry going in for a raid pretty soon behind that. So, yeah, at this point, it looks like, okay, the fort is going up, the Napoleon guns, thinking about pushing, but see some dragoons, and don't really have anything at all to cover that, so it's a little bit dangerous to do that. And yeah, we see that industrial age up coming in now. And a still one shipment in the bank not being used, about to be a second one. He's going with California, and I think we're gonna see the TC boom that I believe they can switch over and get free villagers. So just one TC at the moment. So maybe I do see he's switching a lot to wood right now. So it's very possible that we do see. Oh, is he? I see he was getting an upgrade here for a second, but he canceled that. There are some pretty solid upgrades with these natives. They have military movement speed, villager HP, and movement speed. Over here we have infantry and cavalry HP 5%, 20% gather rate on coin, and herdable upgrade. That's not all that important. But we do have 5 regulars. The fort, the Napoleon guns. We have Gangsaw coming in. We have another TP. He's going to try to sneak that one of them back up. Looks like, yeah, this one on the right side. And a TC wagon, which they're so efficient, so good to get those from the capital. And I think he's going to get another one. Wild West coming in now. So, yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a TC boom plus cowboy spam. And we're going to probably have a bit of a run around while TCs are pumping out free villagers. That's my bet here. So let's go back over to Grogu and see what his reaction is when he sees this industrial age up. Oh! Excuse me. I guess I just totally missed that Grogu was up to the next age. Okay, so after all those military shipments, he did send 1k coin, and instead of using that for batches of military, he aged up. So, and getting already the second factory. How did I miss that? Am I not getting the notification sounds, or am I just? I've been away from casting for a little while, so maybe I'm gonna put it on that excuse. But either way, we have a second factory coming in. So Grogu actually not in a bad spot at all. Economically, he's a little bit behind. Natural resources starting to run out, which tends to favor a civ like the United States, where they don't have to pay as much for mills and estates, and they have other trickles and resources coming in from different ways. But he's starting to push that TP line yet again. And shipping in 2 heavies, so that'll give him some good siege to push into. Finally push into the American base. I feel like his military hasn't cleared the halfway point, other than those 3 raiding curs that got picked up pretty quickly. So we do have a factory coming in for the United States, and we did see California Gold Rush, which yeah, is giving him free villagers. And does that come in super quick, or is this game just going at a much faster pace than I'm ready for? I don't know. Hussar again trying to get another raid. Maybe one more vill. No, not quite. Okay, so he does have 3 TCs, and they are Ottoman TCs. They are training bills for free. And let's see. Well, that's right. That's right. It gives a gold prospector wagon, which is just 5,000 coin mined right here in base. Super safe, super. Oh my gosh! And now look at this: heavy fortifications for the fort, for the towers, and just 4 TCs now. 1 additional over here. He is now at the limit. No more TCs for you. Yeah. So now we have the full United States late game in progress, and it's gonna be painful. Outpost spam is on the way, 3 at a time. Not yet upgraded, but of course the heavy fortifications are gonna be coming in, and probably get that HP upgrade a little bit. Oh my gosh, it's just so brutal. I mean, the heavies, I don't even think they can fight this, can they? This thing's got 13,000 HP. Maybe he did get the upgrade, or maybe that's just from, I think that's from the upgrade that heavy fortifications goes and gets for him. So he's quite housed at this point, but he's dropping a few right now. He's training owl hoots, upgrading them, getting log flume for more wood, more free outposts. Well, not free outposts, but more outposts, and 4 TCs training bills for free. So pretty insane economy. Cowboys getting caught here by guard dragoons, so I think that's the right composition choice by Grogu. But again, it's just economically, it's starting to really feel like a bit of a struggle. I mean, log flume coming in for him, but that's totally different purpose behind that. However, we do see, okay, arsenal. I thought he was gonna go double artillery foundry for a second. Howitzers, okay. Yeah, it does feel like the right decision against this stuff when you start to see how hard it is to move forward, but it oftentimes feels too slow, and you just need so many supporting artillery pieces too. You need, because then he's gonna get culverins, right? You're gonna need your own culverins, but you also want to take out his infantry mass, so you're gonna want probably his heavies or falconets, and now villagers getting raided over here. So this is a part where it gets pretty frustrating for French, where just the natural resources again start to run out, and just 1 TC this whole time for French is really setting him behind as well. I almost would like to see these factories on heavies, or maybe just the whole time earlier in the game. Look at that! I mean, you're just still sieging this damn trade post. That's how annoying they are, how distracting they are. And these Napoleon guns are getting so much value, just like sniping 1 unit at a time, backing up, and then letting the outposts do some work too. It's pretty frustrating. And this is why, and I've seen some people asking for Asio to get into this tournament that's coming up or ongoing, the PK tournament, and it would be really interesting to see how some of the top players deal with some of this stuff, because it can be frustrating and very difficult to kind of wrap your mind around, for me at least, and I think for other players as well, as we're seeing here. It's just, what do you do? Like, when the map starts running out, I mean, like 4 TCs training free vills. This guy's saving, what is that? I believe they're at least 2 vills a minute, right? I'm assuming it's with all the Ottoman techs, basically. So that would be 8 vills, 800 food a minute. That's pretty insane value. And then just okay, the howitzers are doing some work here though, and these cowboys raiding, getting caught. So maybe we do have a bit of a push coming here, but 1 heavy went down. Oh, the Napoleon guns and the fort are focusing the heavy, and that is going to go down. The howitzers are getting flanked by the cowboys in melee, but I do think that fort, yeah, it is down. However, all the artillery, yeah, all the artillery is going down for French, so that is very costly for a fort that, in all honesty, only cost 700 resources. So I mean, you lose 3 howitzers that you upgraded, 2 howitzers. Oh my gosh! And then you just see this reinforcing bastard cowboys, and that is just really deflating. Wow, yeah, 3 howitzers, the upgrade, 2 heavy cannons, and you killed a fort. Congratulations! Like, you know, the 1 heavy cannon is more expensive than a fort, so that's not a win. just to make sure it's crystal clear. That is not a victory in that little battle there. These cowboys at 372 HP, 32 range attack. Yeah, they're just better than guard dragoons. And guess what? They only cost 1 resource, and that is 140 coin. So, yeah. Do they even have the last? They do have, it looks like, all the upgrades. But, you know, with this economy and the fact that you don't have to pay for villagers, Imperial Age suddenly is not all that crazy of a reality as a potential age up, you know. So then you get the free upgrade on the cowboys as well. It makes them even more ridiculous. So that's a possibility. We do see a single culprit, and now again, you can't really fight these fortified outposts with their bombard splash damage. You need real artillery, and another fort is going to be built by this explorer, by this general, as the French army is now going to have to deal with cowboy raids sieging these walls, and they'll be able to push this back most likely. They should be able to. But they're going to go in and try to get some vill kills. That's all they really care about. They know that they have most likely an economic lead, free villagers training, all types of stuff going for them. And they're just trying to get more of an economic lead. So they're going to be coming up here and seize the howitzers potentially. So you might just go straight for that. Oh my gosh, look at all this artillery. And it's unprotected. 3 heavies coming in now. Oh my gosh. They're going to get some crazy volleys on these skirmishers. Okay, just one. Just one, and a single CDB is going to be going down. Maybe not. And okay, there we have it. The GG is called. Grogu taps in on that, and that's I mean, that's just the story of the United States. And our friend here plays it pretty darn well. Just keeps the game going to the point where economically he's just gonna get the advantage, and the map runs out, and a save like the United States has pretty big advantage in that situation. So there it is, the Highlander build yet again with the Hussar, and you see the fireworks from the home city as the Americans celebrate yet again. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.